Hello, my name's Gabe and welcome to my survival world. Today we're flying into unknown territory in search of the elusive mangrove swamp, because we're gonna need some mangrove for the build today. Let me explain. Look at all these netherite tools. They're disgusting, unenchanted. We need to get some enchantments, but unfortunately all my villagers are either dead or in a dirt box. So today we're gonna build the library. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome, because I've been planning it for quite a while. But first, we need some mangrove. And that means I need to find a mangrove swamp. Hello, chicken. I don't think there's one in this direction. What is in this direction is Chicken Hill, and this place is not only very dangerous, but it's also inhabited by the world's largest horde of chickens. I left Chicken Hill in a hurry and took refuge in a little village where I was brutally attacked by the largest horde of zombies I had ever seen, and stayed there all night defending myself. But finally, we were able to make it out, flew through the jungle, and searched for a mangrove swamp. Now, this world is getting pretty old. I think we started it around 118, so I have to fly quite far to find new terrain. But finally, we found a mangrove swamp. And cutting down these trees sucks. These things grow in the most random assortment of ways. Makes me want to try and figure out how to build a mangrove tree farm. No idea how to do it, but it might be a cool project. Let me know what you guys like more. Redstone projects, Minecraft builds, or some mixture of both. I try to do both in my episodes, but recently I've been really inspired to work on my building, which is what we're gonna do today. And I think it's gonna turn out cool. Hopefully you agree. Man, what a great song. Cinematic done, and now we've got a couple things here on the library. The front entrance, pretty good, and this window. I think this window's gonna get copied a bunch of times, but only in the front. The back, I have some other plans for. Stole some windows from Hermitcraft, and that's okay, because it's gonna look good. But yeah, hope you like the entrance. It'll be more clear at the end, but this building is loosely inspired by the New York Public Library. You can see the entrance. We got some columns, some stairs. It's loose inspiration. But out front, we have platforms, 2 platforms that I'm hoping we could put some sort of statues. You know, New York Public Library, of course, has the iconic marble lions named Patience and Fortitude during the Great Depression, because those were the virtues that New Yorkers needed during those troubling times. Unfortunately, the only depression in our village is the fact that all of our villagers are idiots. And I've got a pretty good solution to that, which is this axe. So I'm just gonna shut up and build the rest of this thing. So sit back and enjoy, because this is gonna be a big one. Here we go. Here it is, the library, all done. Well, not all done. In fact, only the left wing is complete. Oh gosh, I blocked the happy gas in here. Oh, he disappeared. That's good. Anyway, we got some paintings on the wall that look very nice. Down below, we've got some study areas and bookcases where we can keep more books for things. Upstairs, we have some kiosks, which is where our villagers are going to go. And in this back room is where we're going to put all the extra villagers that I'm probably not going to trade with that often. Now back in the front by the stairs, we're gonna have our two most important villagers, Unbreaking and Mending. And we need to go get a new Mending villager because the last one, well, this is what happened to the last one. Okay, in the boat, please. Nope. Oh boy. Oh, there goes our Mending villager. Oh, I hit him through the block. So, I guess we'll have to get a new Mending villager. Add that to the list. And so the process begins, getting all of our villagers by rolling random trades, and this is kind of a relaxing process, but it does take quite a long time. We've just got a minecart line going from our villager breeder up into the library, where we trap the villagers and then turn them into zombie villagers by letting a zombie in, where we can then cure them to get some good prices on books. Well, villager trading always goes about the same. You get a lot of trades in the beginning, and then you're like, wow, this isn't too bad, until you get to the final guy. This time, I was really considering giving up, because Bane of Arthropods, who needs that? But at the end, I wanted the collection. I wanted to have the full collection, so we did it. Got Bane of Arthropods finally, and all we gotta do now is push this guy into the system. Let's go follow the track one last time. It's gonna go up here, and then we'll divert this way, and we're gonna go up into the room with all the useless trades and get this guy in. And with that, you should start turning into a zombie, and then we'll be on to the next step, which is converting all these guys and getting some good trades. Villager trading is all done, and now it's time for my favorite game, collect all the kitty cats. Where did they go? You're supposed to sneak up on them and then lure them in, and they'll slowly start to trust you. But there's another way, and that is to rush them. Come here. Okay, that's one. Come on, other cat. Ha, just gotta trap them in the corner. It helps if you don't have to eat. Come on. Get him. There we go. 2 more cats to the collection. I believe there are 9 different types of cats in the game, and I currently have 8. The only one I'm missing is the fully black cat. And we're on the lookout. Be on the lookout, guys. We need 1 more cat for the collection. But that concludes the villager trading, and that should leave me in pretty good shape for quite a long time. And finally, let's stock up with some of the books that aren't available just from villagers. We have Soul Speed books, then some Swift Sneak books, although these are very rare, so I only have 3, and I'm going to keep 1 here in case I need it. And it seems like there is a new Windburst enchantment that I can only get from Trial Chambers, I think. I don't have any. Let's go do that real quick. So, finding a wind charge book is actually really, really rare. I found 2 heavy cores and 2 notch apples before I got one, and I visited 2 trial chambers, took around 40 minutes, and looking online, it seems like some people have done 20 or 30 of them without finding this freaking book, which is just ridiculous. So, we're just not gonna do that one. I mean, I don't use the mace anyway. But alright, the next thing I want to do is fill all of these bookshelves with enchanted books, and right now we have 4 bookshelves, but if I fill the other side, I think I could fit in 11. There's 43 books total, so that means each bookshelf would get 4 books with 1 left over. And I've got some ideas with banners to alphabetize the books and organize them. So let's get this place cleaned up and get these final touches done. Man, it feels so good to finally destroy the shulker monster. The storage system makes it so easy to just deposit everything and then not have to think about it. And now it's time to create some banners. We're going with brown to blend in with the wood, and I've never done all the alphabet before, and I'm so thankful that you're able to copy these because making them is a pain. And man, I am so happy with how this library has turned out. Even going back just a few videos, I don't think I would have been able to pull this off, so we are definitely getting better. But now it's time for me to stock all of these shelves, so sit back and enjoy the library. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Look at this. Got all of our tools, got our armor, even with the trims, and the library is looking great. It's functional, it's epic, and all the books are in place. As you see, the banners, I think, work pretty well. I ended up doing 2 rows of each book. So this row and this row is one, and then this row and this row is another, and it's FI, so this should be fire resistance here. Fire protection. I guess fire resistance is the next one. Of course, it goes left to right. Yes, I know how to read. Flame? What the? Fire resistance is a potion, isn't it? That's embarrassing. Anyway, everything's alphabetized. We have mending right here. It's super easy to look stuff up. And of course, the villagers to restock are right upstairs. Now, one thing I did that was interesting, and I used the Curse of Vanishing guy for this because I didn't know if it was going to work that well. I tried to just put this guy around the map. He's in a minecart, but it looks like he's studying. He's reading a book in an item frame there. Yeah, I definitely want to know your thoughts and feedback on the library. Does it look great? Is there anything I can do to make it look better? There's things like up here. I'm not too sure about this. It's supposed to be kind of like some marble work or greebling or something. In the front here, what I've tried to do is, the foreground is very bright, and then as you go backwards towards the background, it gets darker. So, it starts with andesite, then the tuff is kind of this mid-ground layer, and you can see some of these textures start to get a bit darker with the gray terracotta, and then all the way in the back is deep slate. So, yeah, I don't know if that adds to the depth at all, but it was kind of interesting when I was building to think about that. And now, before we get to the statues out front real quick, I want to show you an update I made to the gold farm, which now produces XP. So this is a classic design, very recognizable if you're into gold farms, but this is an old Ilmango design from a couple years ago that stopped working because they changed the way zombie pigs drop XP. They will only drop XP if being killed by the player. So I've blocked off a couple of the chutes, and they should all fall down this one, which we can then use a Smite 5 sword to one-shot them and gather a ton of XP. But that's not even the cool part. You see, below the kill chamber, we've got some minecart hoppers that are evenly distributing items into item filters, kicking out all of the useless items, and crafting gold nuggets into ingots. These are then all merged into a stream that is used for piglin bartering, and we've got this really cool system where all the pigs are in this funnel, and all of their drops just drop down to the bottom where they can get collected and sorted into shulker box loaders. Behind the kill chamber, I added an enchantment table and some anvils, and that is how I was able to enchant and repair all my tools and get back to being fully kitted out. But alright, we are now geared up, and it's time to make some statues. Alright, let's do this. How in the world am I gonna make something 1x4? I don't know, but we're just gonna start with something. So I've decided on using pale oak for this because it's kind of the color of marble, and it's also a block that I haven't really used yet, so I think it'll look okay. Let's just craft some stairs and then some planks, and this will give us a lot of different shapes. You can see I've already put a shelf here. That kind of looks like front legs of something. All right, let's see, can we do a tail? How we're gonna do a head on this guy? Okay, that looks like something, right? It looks like something. We can put some eyes. What is this creature? Initially, I thought this might be completely impossible, but this is actually looking somewhat like something, right? Signs, maybe make it a little bit wider thing. I don't know what this trapdoor is here. Maybe he's got a beard. What do you think about these fences here? I tried to make it look like he had horns. I don't know. It's a little abstract, but I kind of like it. You know, I'm happy with that. I don't know what type of creature this is supposed to be, but it looks kind of cool. And yeah, it's abstract. You know, it's one of the things I love about Minecraft is that we have these really simple shapes and, you know, you kind of have to squint your eyes a little bit, but somehow you get the illusion that this is an animal. And now for statue number 2. I have an idea for what I want to do for this one. Let's see if I can pull it off. Oh, it's so derpy. It's a duck! Quack. It's got a very big head, I will say that. But overall, I think people will get the idea. I think it looks like a duck. It's just got some really flimsy wings, alright? Don't judge it. Overall, they're not perfect, but they've got a lot of character, and that's what really matters. Well, guys, this might be my favorite build I've ever done. This is just awesome, and I'm only getting better from here. We've got a lot of area to cover up, so there's gonna be plenty of builds in the future, as well as some technical stuff. I know we didn't do too much redstone today, but usually I like doing that as well. So if you want to keep following the journey as we build this Minecraft city, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.